Long ago, a mighty storm rose upon the sea. Dark clouds swirled, lightning flashed, and thunder roared as a great wooden ship fought desperately against towering waves. Sailors shouted, ropes snapped, and nobles clung to the deck in terror, certain the ocean would swallow them whole. But this tempest was no ordinary storm. It was a spell. Far away on a mysterious island, a kind young girl named Miranda gazed from the mouth of a cliffside cave, her golden hair blowing in the wind. "Oh, Father, those poor people will drown," she cried, her eyes filled with pity. Beside her stood her father, Prospero, a wise man in long robes holding a glowing staff. With a calm smile, he said, "Do not fear, my child. No one will be harmed. This storm is mine, and every soul shall live." As he spoke, a shimmering spirit named Ariel appeared, glowing like starlight with wings of air. "Master," Ariel said joyfully, "the storm has scattered the ship's people safely across the island." Miranda breathed with relief, but not everyone on the island shared her peace. On a sandy beach stomped Caliban, a strange troll-like creature with wild hair and scaly skin. "This island is mine," he muttered angrily. "Why must I serve Prospero?" Yet even in his anger, he seemed more comical than frightening. Elsewhere in the forest, among glowing flowers and tall enchanted trees, wandered Prince Ferdinand, one of the shipwrecked nobles. Tired and lost, he lifted his head, and there stood Miranda. Their eyes met as if the world had stopped. "Are you real?" the prince whispered, wonder in his voice. Miranda smiled shyly, and in that moment, their hearts were bound together by fate. Meanwhile, Ariel fluttered playfully through the island, filling the air with strange music. The other nobles stumbled about, spinning in circles, chasing shadows and echoes as Ariel laughed unseen. Caliban, seeking mischief, soon found two silly sailors who laughed at everything he said. Proudly he led them into the jungle, boasting of secret treasures, though the sailors were too foolish to know he planned to trick them. At last, Prospero called all the shipwrecked nobles before him. They trembled, remembering how they had betrayed him long ago. But Prospero, wise and kind, lifted his staff and said, "I forgive you. Let anger be forgotten, for peace is greater than revenge." His words carried more power than any spell, and the nobles bowed their heads, grateful for his mercy. Soon after, in a magical garden blooming with bright flowers and vines, Prince Ferdinand took Miranda's hand. "I will love you forever," he vowed, and Miranda's smile was brighter than the blossoms. Prospero looked on proudly, for love had grown where once there had been fear. But one final act remained. Prospero turned to Ariel, his faithful spirit, and with a gentle voice said, "You are free." Breaking his staff, he released his magic. Ariel sparkled with joy, swirling into the golden sunset sky, singing as he vanished among the clouds. The seas grew calm, and by enchantment, the ship was made whole again. The sailors cheered as the nobles prepared to sail home. On deck, Miranda and Ferdinand stood together, their eyes fixed on the bright horizon. And so, from a storm of anger came peace. From shipwreck came love. And from forgiveness came freedom.
For Prospero showed the true power does not lie in storms or magic, but in kindness. For forgiveness is stronger than anger, and love can calm even the wildest sea.